Well, hello and welcome to my garage. I'm going to show you something I affectionately call Big Bertha. You can see it now because we're under the fluorescence in the garage. This is a lighting rig that I hastily put together because I knew I was going to go out and be testing a closed loop, continuously dimming daylighting system. It's meant to introduce daylight into a space in a diffuse manner so that you can simulate sunlight coming into the space. So let's take a look at Big Bertha and let's take a look at some of the specifications and what it's capable of. We've got 6 32 watt 4-foot T8 0 to 10 volt dimming fluorescence here. We have a radio module. Here's the transmitter. This will allow you to get out of the way while you're adjusting the lighting to attempt to get the proper daylighting into the space. We have a switch that cuts half the lights, and then we have 2 wings, each with 4 26 watt CFLs, that will also allow you to introduce more diffuse light into the space. They each have a switch that will cut off half of them. We're going to fire this up, and when I do that, this is about all you're going to be able to see because the camera automatically adjusts for lighting levels. So here we are bringing it on at about its lowest level. Okay. We don't have anti-blooming technology here, so you saw these guys come up and go back down. As previously stated, these switches allow us to cut off approximately half the lighting on each of these assemblies. And right now, about all you're going to be able to see is the lights on the assemblies. As previously mentioned, the camera has automatic lighting level control. This switch, this toggle, if you can see it, will allow you to bring the lights up or bring the lighting down or set it to a preset level and snap it off or snap it on remotely. This allows you to get out of the way. You can plug this thing in anywhere in the vicinity of this rig and use it to control it. So let's take a look at what our lighting level is in here without the daylighting simulator on. We're in a dim portion of my garage and you don't get to see the rest of it. By the way, this was all hammered together over a weekend using obsolete parts and stuff I scrapped out of my garage. So let's take a look at what we've got here. I have a small aperture light meter reading about 20, and I have a large aperture light meter reading about 23. These are placed horizontally on a table about a foot in front of the camera. Okay? And they are currently reading, as previously mentioned, about 20 on the small aperture, about 22 on the large pickup. So let's go ahead and shut off the general lighting in this area and then see if we can get light coming on horizontal to these guys to match it, because you're going to need that for the full daylight test. So, going off camera to take off the actual controlled lighting, if you will, if this were a daylighting system. It's actually just what happens to be in the garage. Let's bring this up. Let's take it down dim. By the way, in real life, when you use these, they're going to take several minutes to warm up. I'm currently reading horizontally on the large aperture light meter 4-foot candles and about 2.6 on the small pickup light meter. Let's take this up all the way full. Now it's not warmed up, but it's up all the way full now. I'm reading 24 on the large aperture, large pickup light meter, and about 10, 15, let me get out of the way, about 20 on the small one. So for a small office, this would actually, with only about a 20-foot candle, 20 to 22-foot candle level, this would actually suffice. The reason you need so much light coming in diffusely is because it's coming onto the light meter pickup horizontally, whereas the controlled lighting that you're going to be measuring, is going to be coming directly down on the pickup. So this means a lot of diffuse lighting set in the windows to simulate sunlight.